Welcome to my highly anticipated 2025 Japan vlog. Let's just hop right into it. So we got in on March 2nd. March 3rd, woke up in the morning, had some 7-Eleven breakfast, greatest ever, $3-4 and you're good for the day. So it was overcast, but we still decided to check out Akihabara, aka the Electric Town. First thing I did was hit up a Taito station. I saw this black cat. It looked like our black kitty back at home, Salem. So we decided to go for it. After several tries and help from the employee, we got it, sitting in our closet. Anyways, we decided to, there's my wife. We decided to check out some other levels. They had easier games, mainly made for children, but she decided to go for those. There were figurines, and on these upper levels they had arcade machines, fighting games, rhythm games, and it was really cool to see Tekken. They had JoJo's. Everything was just kind of cool to check out. We also decided to hit up Big Camera. Big Camera has electronics, and we also decided to hit up a bunch of other trading card shops and some secondhand shops along the way. We had lunch. We had some conveyor belt sushi, and then we hit up some other stores. As you can see, we are in a retro game store. This might have been Super Potato. I can't recall. Okay, might have been Super Potato. We also went to Hard Off, which had some electronics. Got to be nighttime, and we went to PDG, which was a collector's shop. And we hit up some gachapon, because, again, they were everywhere. Day 2, beautiful breakfast at the hotel with a view of just the highway out front. Had some scenes out there, but we decided to hit up Ikebukuro. Ikebukuro's in Toshima City, so it's near everything that I wanted to go to at least. We decided to hit up the Book Off. The Book Off was kind of like a bazaar. I think it was a bazaar because it had Switch games, PlayStation games, had everything. I found Yakuza. We hit up my favorite shop of the trip, Card Secret. Definitely check it out if you were there. We also decided to hit up the Pokemon Center, Mega Tokyo, and it wouldn't be a trip without the exclusive medallions. I apologize, I didn't film that part, but I did get it. I got some other shots. There it is. And they also had the Pokemon Go lab, which is pretty cool. They had all the leaders there. They had Professor Willow, and just kind of cool to see in person. Also had a Pikachu Suites by the Pokemon Cafe, had some other stores. We went to the Bandai Namco store, and let me tell you, this thing had everything Bandai, of course, but it had an entire floor, a cross floor section of all gachapon. It had aisles and aisles of gachapon machines. We ended up doing a couple. I spent 400 yen here to get myself a Kirby. It took me a couple tries, not sure why. I finally got it to go, and I was able to get myself a Sleepy Kirby. And I don't know the right term, but again, had the sleeping cap on. It was pretty cool. So we left there and decided to go to Shibuya. Of course, Shibuya has what? The Shibuya Crossing. So we decided to do that. Everyone had their phones out. Again, I wasn't the only one, but it's pretty cool because I've seen it in Fast and Furious, that famous scene. And we lived at Don Quixote, pretty much went to 7 different ones, had McDonald's, Shaky Shaky, and the exclusives there. Nintendo Tokyo was on the list. Again, have everything there. Nice little amiibo wall. They had every single amiibo. Right across from there was the Pokemon Center, Shibuya. They have the Mewtwo, which is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I did go back. You'll see that later in this video because I did not get a picture with them. There were so many people, and I didn't buy much, but I did see the Shonen Jump store as well. And we left to go to Shinjuku to meet with my wife's cousin who lives and works there. We were getting dinner with him and his girlfriend. We, of course, had snow. We were not prepared for it. Had to stop off at this gate here. If you know, you know. Shout out Yakuza and Like a Dragon. We camped out at a Taito station to get dry, warm, and I won myself a Yoshi. Yoshi plushie that's like 40, 50 bucks. Won it for 1,000 yen, which is pretty cool. Next day, started off kind of late. We were jet lagged. I got some 7-Eleven for lunch, early lunch. Gotta love their dark meat. The chicken there is good, juicy. So we decided to hit up later in the evening the Team Labs Borderless. It is in Minato City, and it's, of course, near the Tokyo Tower, which we will do later. But Team Labs Borderless, it's like some parts are interactive, but it's like it's like a marvel of like engineering, just with the different like mechanisms and just everything that goes into this is me right here waving, but I'm gonna let some of this play out and I'll join you back in a few. After T-Labs, we went to Torisoba, got some ramen. Wouldn't have been a night in Tokyo without it. And then we hit up Tokyo Tower finally to take in some amazing views. I think this was the 9th, so that next Sunday, the following Sunday, after Kyoto and Osaka, we hit up Disney. And then the next day, that Monday, I hit up Shibuya again just to get my picture with the Mewtwo. It's just cool to see in person, so I had to cement that. And I had to do the Shibuya scramble crossing one more time. And then hit up a local card shop. This card shop had a lot of ARs for really cheap. I'm talking about like 2-3 USD. So it was good to grab those. And the scenes now that you are seeing are from the Tokyo Skytree. This was even higher than the Tokyo Tower, showcasing some of my still shots here. And they had different directions. Again, the cardinal directions that you could go and stand in, and it'd be like, oh, you're looking east, back to the US, or west over towards like, Middle East and Europe. But we had to hit up the Pokemon Center Skytree. Of course, Rayquaza is the mascot, one of my favorite legendaries, and it was cool that they had the regular version and the shiny version. And I definitely picked up a couple plushies there, and it would not be a trip without picking up the souvenir medallion. I chose option C here, and I picked up the one with Rayquaza. Nice little addition to the collection. And then we decided to hit up on our way back the Tokyo DX Pokemon Center. It's close by to Tokyo Station, which is what we were taking to leave, and the front entrance had the starters, as you just saw, painted on the ground level floor by the elevators. And this display case here was pretty cool. It had Gen 1 all the way up to, it looked like the 3DS era, so Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Just had screenshots and just depictions from the games and just the evolution of over the years, because I've been playing all the games, been playing since Gen 1, so it's pretty cool to have everything in just one case laid out. And then, of course, wouldn't be the trip without the souvenir medallion. So got myself the, option C. I did the Sleepy, Snorlax, and Pikachu. Again, another cool addition to the collection. And then this is the last day. This is the 15th, March 15th, and we decided to walk to the Imperial Palace. Actually, we took the train, and then we decided to walk around the Imperial Palace. Again, just some really cool history and sights to take in. We didn't pay or anything. We just did kind of, I guess, like the free portion. But yeah, that was it of our Tokyo trip. So I'm going to end it here. And here are some of my spins, gifts that I got from Pokemon Go. But otherwise, leave a like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.